Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah, Hakodash Barakatah. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and salutations to Yakim out there pushing this word and truth. This is the Brother I with another video, and the article I'm going to be using today is talking about that recent failed missile intercept test in Hawaii, and it's on a website called sofrep.com. That's spelled SOFREP, and the title is Test of the Land-Based Aegis Missile Defense System Fails in Hawaii. A test of the U.S. military's Aegis missile defense system in Hawaii appears to have ended in failure on Wednesday when the SM-3 Block 2A missile launched to intercept failed to connect with a mock offensive ballistic missile launch. This marks the second failure of the Aegis missile defense system in the past year, coinciding with the growing threat of ballistic missile attack from North Korea. The failure has been acknowledged anonymously by several senior officials, though the Pentagon has thus far kept quiet on the matter. Wednesday's test involved a ballistic missile armed with a dummy warhead being launched from an aircraft, followed by land-based Aegis assets acquiring and tracking the missile before firing a Raytheon-built SM-3 Block 2A ballistic missile on an intercept course. A similar test conducted in July ended in failure as well, though the Department of Defense reported that it was the result of human error rather than an issue with the system, which it wasn't even a human error as well. It was the Most High getting involved. According to their statement at the time, a sailor aboard the guided missile destroyer USS John Paul Jones erroneously identified the ballistic missile threat as friendly, forcing the SM-3 launched from the ship to self-detonate prematurely. This time, however, the Pentagon isn't even acknowledging the test took place. The Missile Defense Agency and U.S. Navy sailors manning the Aegis Ashore Missile Defense Test Complex, AAMDTC, conducted a live-fire missile flight test using a standard missile SM-3 Block 2A missile launched from the Pacific Missile Range Facility, Kauai, Hawaii, Wednesday morning, Defense spokesman Mark Wright said when asked about the test. Despite his glossing over the attempted intercept, his statement has actually been the most forthcoming to come out of the Defense Department thus far. Of course, with rumors of a North Korean military parade intended to highlight their growing suite of Haeswang intercontinental ballistic missiles expected to occur before the start of the Olympic Games in South Korea later this month, it's possible the U.S. would simply prefer to keep these failures close to the chest. This test was unusual compared to previous intercept launches, primarily because it relied on shore-based Aegis assets, a missile defense platform developed for use on military ships. The United States employs the Aegis system on warships throughout the Pacific as part of a threefold missile defense infrastructure intended to intervene after an offensive launch from an aggressive state like North Korea from even reaching American or Allied shores. The other two elements of this missile launch safety net included the powerful radar-based THAAD system recently deployed in South Korea to the chagrin of the Chinese, and America's troubled GMD GMD missile defense system here in the United States. The GMD program has also suffered a series of failures and conditional successes in recent years. The Pentagon's apparent unwillingness to disclose the land-based Aegis platform's failure could also have something to do with Japan's plan to purchase the system from the United States in order to bolster their own defensive infrastructure in the face of North Korean aggression. A number of Kim Jong-un's ballistic missile tests have flown directly over portions of the Japanese nation, and as one of America's primary allies in the region, concerns are high that war with North Korea could result in the targeting of American bases on Japanese soil or even Japanese assets themselves. So as you can see in this article, brothers, the Americans and their allies, well, mainly the Americans, mainly tout how their missile defense systems are unbeatable, but as it said, they keep having a high failure rate, which is through the will of the Most High, because once World War III happens and ends in that nuclear destruction, the Most High is going to have it to where these missile defense systems completely just bug out, allowing enemy missiles from other countries such as Russia and China and Europe to hit the U.S. without being impeded in any way. And I'm going to go to Joel's chapter 2, start at the top and go to about 10. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And this great people is going to be those nuclear missiles that not until around the 40s they had never existed, and after they hit their targets, and we get to the point to where the Israelites are ruling in the kingdom, there'll never be any more nuclear missiles. A fire that devoureth before them, which are the nuclear warheads at the tip, and behind them a flame burneth. As you can imagine that those afterburners kicking off. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, before getting hit, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape. And that desolate wilderness is just what you can imagine what happens when a place is hit by a nuclear missile, just utter destruction, and no life in that in the proximity of that area survives. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen so shall they run. And that's just the prophets speaking thousands of years ago, describing those missiles the best way they could, which makes sense when you think of a company of these going forward is like a company of horsemen going into battle. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all the faces shall gather blackness, which is despair and also getting charred from those missiles. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. Which here goes to show that these missiles will have the Spirit of the Most High in them, guiding them, and also the Spirit of the Most High will be in those missile defense systems to make them not work. So no matter how advanced Esau's technology or any heathen's technology is, it's still just tinker toys compared to the power of the Most High. Neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and they'll be in perfect, holy unison. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city, and they shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in all the windows like a thief. And that's that destruction just covering every square inch of area they land in. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. So as you can see, this is all through the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. This is just a quick little video I wanted to do, and I hope you brothers are edified. Until next time, Shalom.